Hello everyone. In today's video, I want to talk about the power of accountability. This is something that I'm really starting to realize is a hack for life because it allows you to improve at phenomenal rates. And it's one of those things where when you hold yourself accountable and or are being held accountable by someone who cares about you and that you respect, you are instantly more likely to achieve whatever it is you set out to achieve instantly. And it's something that is genuinely very, very liberating that someone is with you to tell you and to hold you accountable to whatever it is you got to do on any given day. It's something that honestly feels very liberating and feels very nice. And in being held accountable for certain actions, you then start to build the right habits over a long enough time frame because when you are being held accountable, it's not a matter of if you're going to do those things. It just becomes a matter of when. It's not going to be a matter of if you work out that on a given day. It's going to be a matter of when you work out on a given day, or when you're going to eat your meals that are nourishing for your body as opposed to damaging for your body, right? It allows you to take the question out of it, and it's just a matter of doing it. And over time, it gets to the point where not doing those specific actions feels weird. It feels weird not to, say, get your workout in, or not to eat the right meals, or not to go on your walks, sleep well, or whatever it is that you do. The other thing that is amazing with accountability is that it removes failure. When you remove failure from the equation, it's no longer something that you fear. And the fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons why people never even start to begin with. However, the irony of that is that by not even trying out of fear of failure, they fail, right? The thing that they seek to avoid is the thing that they receive. They fail as a result of not even trying because they're scared of failing. And so when you're being held accountable to do those certain actions that will move you forward in whatever goal it is you're looking to achieve, that's not you're not even thinking about potentially failing. You're just thinking about, okay, when am I going to do my workouts? When am I going to post my YouTube video? All these things. And so it's amazing what happens. It's a very, very liberating experience. People think that being held accountable is a big pressure on them because they're not trying to let themselves down or other people down. However, I view it as a very liberating experience because when you're being held accountable for the right things, they're typically things that you already wanted to do, but just don't have enough of a push to do. And accountability sometimes can be that push. A great example for me is this YouTube channel and me doing the 21 days of YouTube. That wasn't just something I woke up one day and thought I was going to do. That was something that was brought to me as a challenge by someone who I regard to as a mentor. And by having him with me and saying, look, this is something you're going to do. You're going to start posting every day on YouTube and then also post on your stories for accountability, for extra accountability. I already had him as accountability. That could have been enough to do it. But the fact that I was posting it on Instagram as well was an extra level of accountability because I didn't want to post something like that and say, I'm going to do X action for 21 days and then stop at day 12. That would not sit well with me. And so in both having him holding me accountable to post videos and posting it on my stories as well that I'm going to do so for 21 days, it was initially very scary to think about me doing that because I was thinking, okay, how am I going to come up with all that content? Is it going to be good? How are people going to respond? Da, 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 all these things. But when it was just a matter of just do it, just post and forget about the other stuff, it was very liberating. After I posted that first video, it was a very liberating experience. Oh, that's it. That's all I have to do. Sit in front of a camera for a little bit and talk and share ideas and then post it and then post on my story. It was broken down into just a series of actions I had to do, which are fairly simple, rather than a series of expectations on that. And as a result, I was able to get through the 21 days of YouTube very simply, and very simply. It wasn't necessarily easy, but it was very simply done, and there was no questions of if. It was just a matter of when, right? And it was, yeah, like I said, a very liberating experience, and it was very nice, and I honestly appreciate him challenging me to do this because personal brand is something that I've been wanting to build. And I was always thinking, yeah, I'm going to make it in the future. I'll make it in the future. And realistically, it's why not just start now? You know, what am I waiting for? When I'm ready? No. And so having that accountability was what pushed me in the right direction to do something that I already really wanted to do, but just, was able to make excuses for why I wasn't doing it. So yeah, if I can say anything about that is find people that can hold you accountable, because those are the people that genuinely care about you. I know for a fact that with my brother, we hold each other accountable to a lot of things. It can be something as basic as just speaking properly, speaking with concise and proper English. And I won't hesitate to call him out. He won't hesitate to call me out. And we're not doing it to be combative with each other. We just love each other and want the best for each other. And it's something that I genuinely appreciate him that he does. And so, if I can say anything again, go find people that hold you accountable for the right things, for making your workouts, for eating right, for spending time pursuing your goals. When you come to them and say, "Oh, how's it? I did this. I did my workouts. I did my reading. I made some steps in whatever in the business or the side hustle or whatever I'm building," and they genuinely get excited as if they won as well. That's how you know you have someone who is looking to hold you accountable. And on the days when you don't, they're gonna call you out, and they're gonna risk upsetting you because they want the best for you. And so I'm gonna leave this video here on how powerful accountability is and how much it can genuinely change your life and accelerate the rate at which you improve and grow as an individual. So look for people that hold you accountable. I know that this is something that I'm doing with a few people when it comes down to fitness, and it's something that I do with myself, and I have people holding me accountable for things like fitness, for things like my diet, for things like the YouTube channel and the personal brand that I'm building. I have people that hold me accountable because I know that it will serve to make me a better person. So I urge and recommend that if you have anything that you look to improve on in your life, look to do the same. Find people that hold you accountable, and you will be very thankful that you did. So I hope you got something out of this video. Thank you for listening up until the end. If you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help another person. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.